I want to lose. I want to lose money. I want to lose a lot of money. Now, you might be asking yourself right now, what the fuck are you saying? No one wants to lose a lot of money. No one wants to lose any money. Well, the hard reality and the hard truth in trading, in day trading and investing, in any kind of trading or investing world, you will lose. You might get lucky, but you will lose. And that's the reality. You will lose money, and you will lose a lot of money. Because as a beginner, you don't know how to trade with real money. You also don't know how to manage your emotions with real money. And you don't know how to do anything with real money. The thought that you have is that you want to make more money, and trading is the way to go. Trading is going to get you that fast money, that easy money. I always think that trading is the hardest way to make easy money. Think about that. It is the hardest way to make easy money. So once you understand it, and you're good at it, and you're fucking good at it, you can make easy money. Right? I have come to a point in my trading career journey, I would say, where I need to lose money. I purposely need to lose money. But why? I need to lose money because I need to feel the discomfort of losing money, and I need to separate myself from the emotions that go into trading. I need to lose a lot of money because I feel bad when I lose money. I feel anxious. I look in the future. I worry about my future when I lose money. I'm connected to the money. I've lost money, and I keep losing money, and I will keep losing money. So the sooner I can understand, the sooner I can wire my brain to not pay attention to money and to not be emotionally attached to money, the better. Now, is forcefully losing money the good way to go around it? No. Could you be more safer about it? Yes. Is that what I'm doing? No. Why am I being so harsh? Because trading is harsh. When people say 99% of trading is psychology, they're not wrong. Whoever is telling you that is not wrong. And if you're thinking in the back of your mind that trading is not psychology and it's all about patterns and strategy and timing and price, you're correct for the 1%. People say it's not the car, it's the driver. That's also true in driving, in trading, my bad. That's true. It's not the car, it's the driver. So, it's not the strategy, it's the trader. You can put 2 to 4 traders in the same room with the same screen, with the same chart, with the same strategy, and you will see the ranks being formed. The one that has experience will outperform, obviously, the one that is a beginner. Not only because he has experience, but because he has the psychology of an experienced trader. Now, let's say you put the same scenario but the level of experience varies from beginner to intermediate. And I mean intermediate as in not quite profitable, but kind of understands trading. Where I'm at, basically. Like, basically a beginner. You put them all in the same room and a new strategy that they've never seen before. So no one has an edge. So everyone is equal because they have the same strategy. So then, what are your thoughts? If everyone's a beginner or everyone's an experienced trader, who comes out on top? If everyone has the same amount of money to invest in that room at the same time with the same strategy, everyone's going to have the same money. Because the same strategy teaches you to enter here and sell here. So everyone's going to do that. And while that's correct, people will find a way to lose because of their psychology, their emotions. So who will come out on top? Whoever has their psychology together. Whoever has the stronger emotional backlash or stronger emotional I don't know how to explain it. Like, whoever doesn't have emotions. Whoever is emotionless to the money. If you give every person $10,000, they're going to be excited about that $10,000. And then you tell them, risk it all into one trade. What do you think goes through their mind? I have $10,000, but I have to risk it all to possibly lose it all and lose it more. Don't you think that fucks with your brain? Especially living in a world where the economy is quote unquote bad, where quote unquote people are struggling every day, where people struggle to pay their monthly bill, people that live paycheck to paycheck. $10,000 is a lot for some people. Now, obviously, everyone watching this is going to be like, $10,000 is a lot. And that one dude would be like, oh, my dad's a billionaire, and $10,000 is nothing. Shut the fuck up. $10,000 is a lot of money. That affects your psychology. So again, same room, same strategy, same amount of money. The person that will come out on top is the person with the better psychology. Now, what do I mean by better psychology? I mean, I can say it all day, and you walk away from this video and you have no clue what better psychology means. Psychology is your mindset. In my opinion, psychology is the way you look at things and the way you react to things. Emotions is a part of that. But the psychology of a trader, for example, in my example, and this is my psychology, is I question everything and anything. Is that good psychology? I don't know. That's my psychology. Is that what other traders do? I don't know. But I'm interested. I'm intrigued into what they think. One thing I will tell you that is definitely involved in psychology is emotions, like I talked about. The biggest emotions when starting to trade is, oh my God, I'm trading with real money. I could either make a lot or lose a lot. And this is stressful. It's anxious. I have to be looking at the charts to make sure my position isn't going to flip on me. And people will say, oh yeah, but if you have a strategy that works for you, then you should be able to enter the trade and step off the charts and be good for the day. And while I agree with you, it's always good to have some kind of psychology to understand that your strategy isn't everything. Your strategy is not what's going to save you from being unprofitable. While it is a big part of it, your psychology matters. So obviously I cannot speak from being profitable because I truly am not profitable at the moment. And I emphasize at the moment, just to be clear. But I cannot speak from someone that's profitable. I can't say, yeah, when you're profitable, psychology doesn't matter anymore. It's all about your strategy. I can't do that. I'm not profitable. But I will tell you this, as an unprofitable trader that trades almost every day with and without real money, it is hard to keep your psychology in check, especially when you're young, right? They say, they say take more risk when you're young because you have more to risk. And that's true. But don't you think you risk so much that it gets to your head at one point that, oh my God, I'm risking a little too much here? And this really could fuck me up in the long term. It gets to your brain at one point. Everyone starts trading for a reason. They want to make money. They want to do this. At one point, it's about the money. And then when you become, when you understand what it really is about, you learn the lessons that it teaches you, the discipline that you learn, the patience that you've gained. And then your emotions go away. You learn to be emotionless. In and off the charts. Emotionless. No emotions. Why? Now, I'm not saying that you lose all your emotions, like you can't be happy anymore. But the thing with trading is that, for example, for me, I find it fun. I find it exciting when I'm in a position. 50% is exciting, and 50% is this the right trade? Is this the right amount of money? When do I get out? When should I have gone in? Is this the right trade again? What's going on? Let me look at the news. Let me switch my screen because I'm in the middle of the class. Let me make sure I'm not losing. That's the other 50%. It's all a mental game. Your strategy is there. Your edge is there. Your chart is there. But are you mentally there? And I don't mean this like you're fucking disabled, but are you mentally there trading, or are you physically trading? Are you just pressing that button to press that button, or are you mentally pressing that button knowing that you're going to make money? And in all honesty, no one knows. No one knows if you're going to make money that day. But your mentality and your psychology should not be worrying about, am I going to lose? Or am I going to win? It should be, if I lose, it is what it is. I'm not connected to the money I lost today, tomorrow, and after tomorrow. I will not be connected to the money I will lose tomorrow and after tomorrow. And I will never be connected to the money because I'm willing to lose that money. And then is, how can I learn from my mistakes? Because to me, every mistake is a win. In my books, every mistake you made can be learned and scrutinized to perfection to do the opposite. Every mistake you mean and you do in the market means that you got something wrong and you don't understand something, or something happened against your favor and you cannot control that. But then your mistake was off those two deciding factors, and then you have to go ahead and put in the extra effort and to fix that mistake. So then next time that mistake doesn't happen. And if it does happen again, note it down. And then you see there's repeating mistakes. And then it's all the mental game. Can you tell yourself to not repeat that mistake? I'll give you an example. There's one happening right now with me when I'm trading. Right now. Not right now, currently live, but every single day, I have a rule. I have a mental rule and a physical rule that is in my notebook that says I am not allowed to trade until 10 a.m. What have I done? Every single time I've traded real money, it was before 9:30 or it was at 9:30 before 10 a.m. Every single time. So that means that I personally have broken my rules. Is that part of my strategy on the charts? Is that part of what trading is? In a way, that's my psychology telling me that I suck, that I'm weak, that my mind and my body has more control than my mind, actually. That I can do things that I know are wrong, but I still do it because whatever, because why not? Because I can. I'm not disciplined enough to trade after 10. I cannot hold myself back to trade after 10. I somehow find a way to get on the charts at 9:30, wait for the opening bell, and to start trading. What have I noticed? These are mistakes. And guess what? We can learn from those mistakes. What have I learned? That usually from 9:30 to 10:30 or 9:30 to 11, there's a fake out. Most of the time. This is where you need analysis and price action understanding of the market. Usually there's a lot of fake outs. What does that mean? Price goes one way to then go the other way. Right? It goes higher to go lower. It goes lower to go higher. We all know that. So, you personally know that, for example, you trade options. You personally know it's a very risky game as a beginner trader. You know that you can be in the market for a couple seconds, but you also know that buying the contract, then looking at the contract, and then going to sell the contract, and then deciding, blah, 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 price can move very suddenly. And your little, short contract of 1 to 2 contracts that was up $50 is now down $175.3 because all of a sudden you weren't fast enough to sell the contract. So then what does that do to your mind? What does that do to your psychology? Oh shit, I'm not fast enough. I have to wait for longer. I have to target and wait for longer moves in the market so I have more time to sell my contract. Or I have to get in at the perfect time because it takes a while to buy my contract. So then that added pressure gets on and your psychology gets ruined again. You then set these mental rules that you physically can and cannot follow that fucks up your trading in all reality. Your strategy can work, but if your mental game and your psychology is not perfectly synced to your strategy into what you believe, you're going to get fucked. And in trading, you need to mature into understanding what I'm saying is true. And even if I'm not saying it in the perfect, most studious definition, I'm still saying truthful things about psychology. And it doesn't matter if it's not like the most dictionary definition, the most, Mark Douglas definition. It doesn't matter. What I'm saying is something that I've experienced and I know that other traders have experienced. And this is shared throughout everywhere. You just look on YouTube, you look at trading psychology. I promise you that there is some video out there that is explaining the same thing that I'm explaining to you right now, right here. That psychology is 99% of your trading and everything else is the 1%. People will tell you otherwise. But if you have a mental edge in the market, you have an edge in the market. It's that simple. But is it really that simple? Is it? So that's why. That's why I'm purposely losing money. To feel the disconnect from money. Because in all ends, isn't money what we want? Isn't what everyone wants? Money, money, and money. Every time you enter a trade, you want money. You don't want to lose money. You want to make money. Because you're risking your own personal money to make money. But you're attached to that money. You're attached to your personal earnings. You're attached to that money, which means that whatever the position is in, you're attached to the position. You can't take your eyes off of it. You can't take your heart off of it. You have to keep looking at it because it's your money. What if you could just call it money? It just is what it is. It's just a contract. It's just one position. It's nothing. It's nothing to you. It's nothing to me. You say that to a beginner trader. Oh yeah, I have $2,000 in this position, but it means nothing to me. I'm going to close my phone and go on a nap and go take a nap. What do you think that beginner trading is thinking? He's probably thinking, you're nuts. What if your position just turns negative and you lose money? It's not my money. It's nothing. It's a contract. It's a position. It's not my contract. It's not my money. It's a contract that in the end doesn't really matter if it goes positive or negative. And the beginner trader will freak out. What do you think he does if he has $2,000 to start off with and is in a position? That beginner trader is going to look at that position like it depends on his life. He's going to start marking out things that could be able to reverse his position. So then that indicates that it's probably not a good position to be in if there are things that could reverse your position. He's going to start marking out everything he can to positively impact his mind to make him believe that this position is a good position to be in. He's gonna close himself out of whatever's going around him and be so focused on his position that nothing else matters. But in reality, everything should be inverted. Everything else matters but his position. I'll leave you with that. Good night.